Alexander Volkanovski believes Diego Lopes may have lost his best shot at gold when they fought. After defending his belt, Volk admitted he almost feels bad for Diego. He explained that what he was able to do over 25 minutes, sticking to a disciplined game plan, controlling distance, and dictating positioning, is something most fighters in the division simply can't replicate. Volkanovski said many opponents would get dragged into Lopes' type of fight. But thanks to his fight IQ, footwork, and ability to manage space around the octagon, he neutralized Diego across 2 fights. In his words, he might have been the worst stylistic matchup possible for Lopes. The quick turnaround into a title opportunity combined with facing someone who could control him for 50 total minutes may have cost Diego his golden moment. Volk also spoke about the featherweight contender picture, specifically Movsar Evloev versus Lerone Murphy. According to Volkanovski, the UFC intentionally allowed that matchup to build anticipation. By delaying it, they created more buzz, to the point where fans are now demanding that the winner gets the next title shot. He believes whoever wins between Evloev and Murphy will have undeniable momentum, making the next challenger obvious.
I feel sorry for him in a sense, really, to be honest. You would probably agree with me this. Like, I don't know if anyone would be able to sort of do that to him in a sense. Can someone stick to a game plan like that, you know, do a good job and still make it, you know what I mean? Like, I was thinking the guy had to fight me twice, and then I was able to, you know, because if most other people are going to end up fighting his fight, they might not have a choice because they probably don't know how to work him around the octagon like I can for 25 minutes. So he's eventually just going to catch them. So I feel bad because I'm probably the worst possible matchup for the guy, just purely because of my IQ and my footwork and whatnot that he just couldn't handle. So now he's pretty much wasted his chance at the title. I mean, I was probably the only guy that can do 50 minutes and just have him not knowing what's going on for 50 minutes. I don't know if there's another fighter in our division that could do that. Maybe Lerone Murphy could do something. I don't know if he would be able to do as good a job. And I'm lucky, again, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm just, obviously I did it for 50 minutes, so I'm allowed to sort of say I did okay with it.
Top light heavyweight contender Carlos Ulberg has sent a very clear and confident warning to Khamzat Chimaev amid growing rumors that Boers could jump up to 205 pounds to chase champ status. With talks swirling about a possible move to light heavyweight to challenge Alex Pereira, Ulberg isn't impressed and he's not staying quiet about it. According to Ulberg, Chimaev is simply too small for the light heavyweight division right now. He believes if Chimaev wants to prove he's truly dominant, he should focus on cleaning out the middleweight division first, instead of looking for shortcuts to a second belt. Ulberg made it clear, handle business at 185 pounds before even thinking about stepping into his territory at 205. In his eyes, the light heavyweight division belongs to him, and he's preparing to take full control of it. Meanwhile, over at middleweight, Sean Strickland is aggressively campaigning for a title fight with Chimaev. Strickland has been vocal, pushing hard for that matchup, and adding even more fuel to the fire. It's quickly becoming one of the biggest potential fights at 185 pounds, with serious bad blood and massive stakes attached. So while the idea of Chimaev moving up is generating headlines, there's still major unfinished business at middleweight, and even former champion Michael Bisping weighed in on the Strickland situation, adding his own perspective to an already heated debate.
Sean was saying the right thing. He's trying to get that title shot. He's trying to get Khamzat in the ring, and he wants to fight him for the belt. And I'll tell you what, the version that we saw of Sean Strickland last night, that was busier with the power shots. We always know he throws the teeps and he throws the jabs, but last night he was unloading with the right hands a little bit more. The jab opens everything up. The teeps keep the opponents at bay. It stops Fluffy advancing and progressing and getting into the pocket, which is where he wants to be, to land a couple of shots and then to get the takedown. Well, the jabs and the teeps kept him at bay, kept him at range, didn't allow him to get on the inside, and then Sean was moving away. It was a really good technical performance by Sean Strickland, and if you can't appreciate what you saw, maybe it's just because you haven't spent as much time training as I have.
Khamzat Chimaev has officially shut down any talk of appearing on Joe Rogan's podcast, and a lot of fans weren't expecting this reaction. During a recent interview with Adam Zubayraev, the same reporter who spent the entire fight week covering Khamzat ahead of the Duplessis bout, the newly crowned champ made his stance crystal clear. He has zero interest in stepping onto Rogan's massive platform. Chimaev didn't hold back either. He criticized Rogan along with much of the MMA media, claiming they all operate the same way, constantly pushing controversial or provocative questions to spark drama, create headlines, and potentially land fighters in hot water. According to Khamzat, that's not something he wants to be involved in at all. Even when Zubayraev reminded him that Joe Rogan's podcast reaches a global audience and represents one of the biggest platforms in the world, Chimaev refused to budge. He admitted that the idea actually frustrates him rather than excites him. Chimaev is now one of the hottest names in the sport. Naturally, that comes with a flood of media invitations and high-profile interview requests. But if you're expecting him to make the usual media rounds, think again. The champion has made it clear he's not interested in playing the traditional promotional game. He seems focused strictly on fighting, not on sitting down for long-form podcasts or engaging in headline-driven conversations. So fans and reporters alike may need to adjust their expectations. Khamzat Chimaev appears ready to keep a tight circle and a lower public profile moving forward. Now let's take a closer look at his full conversation with Russian journalist Adam Zubarev.
Смотрел ли ты, я думаю, смотрел подкасты Джо Рогана?
Моменты смотрел, а так полностью подкаст ни разу не смотрел.
Многие бойцы очень хотят попасть к Джо Рогану. Но вот если он тебя пригласит, хотел бы пойти?
Не знаю, о чем я буду с ним говорить, даже вообще непонятно какой-то. Ну, все эти вопросы, спортивные бои, там то все. Я думаю, все это перешел уже, повторяется со всеми журналистами. Я даже не хочу, мне люди пытаются всех спортсменов тянуть в политику, там, и того сюда. И я спортсмен, пытаюсь быть спортсменом. И я же разговаривал, и везде, там уже в Ютубе есть документальные ролики, там даже моменты добавили от себя, можно сказать, убавили, можно сказать, многие моменты есть такие, ну.
Finally, Diego Lopes has revealed that he's seriously considering a move up to the lightweight division following 2 attempts at capturing featherweight gold. After coming so close to the title, Lopes admitted that the idea of changing weight classes has been on his mind for quite some time. According to Lopes, this isn't just a random thought. He's already had detailed conversations with his team about what a transition to 155 pounds would look like. But before anything becomes official, he made it clear that the next step is sitting down with the Ultimate Fighting Championship to make sure the move makes sense from both a competitive and strategic standpoint. Lopes believes fighting at lightweight could allow him to compete closer to his natural weight, potentially improving his durability, cardio, and overall performance inside the cage. A healthier weight cut might unlock an entirely new version of him, stronger, faster, and even more dangerous against a fresh lineup of contenders. So what happens next for Diego Lopes? Does he make the jump to 155 or give featherweight one more run? And how do you see the current battles playing out at featherweight and middleweight? Drop your predictions in the comments below. That's it from MMA Time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA updates.